Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Ballast Brewing Company. These guys are in California and now they have a brewery here in Virginia, about 20 minutes from where I live here. Awesome facility. I mean, it is absolutely first class. Been out there once and was super impressed. Nice food they're serving there. Big glass windows where you can see the brew kettles and everything going on in there. Very hospitable staff. Everybody was super friendly is what I'm trying to say. Place to sit inside, place to sit outside on the deck. Very, very nice facility. So, this is their Victory at Sea. Guys, I have done this before, and they do a lot of different variations of this particular beer. This is their coffee and vanilla. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have done this. I didn't go back and look and check or see what I gave it. We're doing this as a brand new review. This is a 2018 edition of the Victory at Sea Coffee and Vanilla. So let's get on with it and see what we have here. I have been impressed by what they brew, especially this series. If you're into the stouts, I've had some of the other people saying that they're thinking it's a little thinner or a little watery or a little this or a little that than what it used to be, could be. I have not noticed it too much, maybe a little, but I enjoy their beers, and I can actually get these beers at the local gas station down here. Kroger's doesn't carry them, and they don't want to go across town to the beer store because they are super cheap there. And for the craft beer store, charges a little bit more for them. I can get these are 10%ers now, guys, and I can get a 6-pack of these for around $10. That's awesome. That is real good. And I buy them when I can get my hands on them. It is a seasonal beer. So, and like I said, they make a lot of different variations. We just did the peanut butter version not too long ago. So we're going to get on with this one. So let's do that. Let's jump over to Untapped. They have it at 60 IBUs and 10%. Commercial description here says Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla. Our Victory at Sea Imperial Porter is a bold, smooth brew with just the right amount of sweetness. We infuse this robust porter, and they are calling it a porter, not a stout, with whole vanilla beans and San Diego's own Cafe Calabria coffee beans. The subtle roasted notes and minimal acidity of the cold brew coffee balances perfectly with the sweet caramel undertones of the malt, creating a winning combination for your palate. And I do like this beer, guys. I have picked them up for the last 3 years, or maybe even longer, I'm not sure, because I enjoy them. So, with that being said, we've got all the information that we need, so let's get it on. Get this thing down here. Anytime you can buy a 6-pack of a 10% beer, I don't care crap, whether it's a double IPA or a porter or a stout, that's a good deal, especially if it's a good beer. And this one's full all the way up to here. So got your money's worth on this bottle. I'll tell you what, let's go down the center on this one, guys, and see what kind of head we get on a 10%er. Look at that. Awesome pour. Imagine that. Perfect pour. Just a tad over a finger of head on that. Guys, it looks pretty dark in the glass. Let me get it over into the light. I mean, there is not a lot of light coming through that glass. Maybe a slight hint of some red ribbonness around the very thin part of the glass on the bottom here. Looks a lot like a stout, guys. It really does. Let's get a nose on it. Definitely getting the vanilla. Rich roasted malt. Slight hint of some chocolate and coffee. It smells awesome. It smells absolutely fantastic. Guys, Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla. And that's what I'm getting with the hints of chocolate. Wow, it smells outstanding, guys. It really does. I'm especially impressed with this particular series that Ballast Point does. They do a lot of different kinds of beers, different styles, but I am particularly impressed with the Victory at Sea series. And they do a bunch of different versions of it, like I said. So, smells awesome. About to drool on myself, so it's time. Let me jump in on this. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, that's a good beer. That is a good beer. That's why I keep going back year after year and picking these things up. And like I said, I picked up 2 different versions, the peanut butter and then the coffee and vanilla. And they do make others, but I haven't seen them at the little gas station that we buy these beers at. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my hands on any other variations, but I did want to pick these up. And I do buy a 6-pack of each one that I can get my hands on. Sometimes I buy them twice and 3 times before they run out. Wow, awesome. The vanilla's there, the coffee's there, the chocolate's there, the rich roasted malt's there, the caramel, the toffee, slight hint of some molasses. Very enjoyable beer to drink. Alcohol is super well hidden for 10%. I think I like it, can you tell? Alright guys, we're going to sip on this. It's right out of the fridge. It'll come up to room temperature and I'll be right back. Alright guys, back. Got a little left here. Been sipping on about 45 minutes. Very, very tasty. I really like this series of beers from these guys. On the bottom it says it was packaged on package 265. No, it says package 26 September 2018. So September 26th of 2018 is what I'm gathering from what they've got stamped on the bottle. So September, October, November, December, and today is the 26th, so it's about three months in the bottle. But it's a 10% porter, and those guys can call it a stout or a porter. They can call it whatever they want to. But I find it very tasty, guys. So with that being said, let's do the final chug. Very delicious, guys. Very, very delicious. I find the chocolate and the vanilla more prominent than the coffee. And that may lead or be because it's 3 months old and coffee fades like hops do over time. This may have been a little tastier in September, the end of September, 1st of October, than it is here at the end of December. But I still find it very enjoyable. That's why I bought a 6-pack of them. Actually, I probably have bought 2 6-packs of it by now. As you've seen in the intro here, there's a whole lot of Victory at Sea beers on the top shelf and not a lot of other things. So we've got to make a beer run. But I do enjoy these series of beers, and I find this very tasty, and I like it. So with that being said, guys, to me, 9 out of 10, that's where I'm going to put it. I do think it's an A beer, so with that being said, I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 95. Right at the middle of the A category. So let's jump over to Beer Advocate, and they say 4.39 in their outstanding range. I would agree with that. I'm very impressed with this. I wouldn't buy so many of them. That's the biggest recommendation I can give a beer, guys, that I would buy it and have bought it and will buy it again. So over to Untapped. Untapped has it at 4.07. That's their A minus. I think it's just a little bit better than it is to me, guys. And beer tastes are very subjective. You may hate it, you may love it, and vice versa for some of the other beers. Don't base it on what I tell you. Try it for yourself, especially if you're into the darker beers, the porters and the stouts. You may like it, you may not. So if you have an opportunity to buy one of them, try that before you invest in a 6-pack or a 12-pack or however they package a lot of this stuff. These come in 6-packs, and they may be available in 12-packs, but they're not carried that way at the beer store where I buy them. So, nice beer. Very enjoyable beer. Final beer of the evening for me. So if you've had this one from Ballast Brewing, their Victory at Sea, this is their regular version, I guess, of the vanilla and coffee. Or coffee and vanilla, however you want to say that. Let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.